The time has come.
Welcome to World 3 of Super Mario Bros. 3. And this here is the water world of the game. We actually have an entire world themed after water since it's the triumphant return of the water levels from Super Mario Bros. 1, just like 2-2 and 7-2 in that game. We got bloopers back, of course Cheep Cheeps, and now we have an entire world themed after it. There's turbines, there's new enemies, those guys, I don't really know what's up with them. But yeah, I don't really like the water theme as much in this game, but it's still pretty good, and I still enjoy the return of the water levels. They're still fun to me. I know some people don't really like the water levels, and I know there's a mushroom in there, but it's going to be difficult to get, given this guy's constantly shooting under there. You know, I'll just ignore that, actually. I believe, just like the last game, bloopers can't hit you if you're on the bottom. Oh, and I was on the bottom and then jumped up into him. But that blooper there has a train of baby bloopers following him? I don't get what that's about. Let's experiment here. Let's see if this blooper can get us on the bottom level here. Okay, it looks like they still can't. Although the level design in here is a little less linear. Like, there's more going up and down. There's more of these turbine pipes, which will automatically push us up and down. Of course, forcing us to deal with the bloopers a bit more. And we need to be careful to get this mushroom before this guy can get his first shot off, because once he gets his first shot off, he just doesn't stop shooting. And there's a mushroom. That'll help. World 3 is a bit harder in terms of difficulty than the first two worlds, and it's actually harder, I would say, than some of the later worlds in this game. Like World 4 and 5, I would say, are a bit easier than this. Oh wow, and that's a very special block, apparently. Yeah, it's a 1-up. It was surrounded by a bunch of coins. Ooh, and I almost died for that 1-up. I mean, hey, I didn't, so it was worth it. Ooh, and out the pipe we go to the exit, where we'll be getting our third card here. Doesn't matter what it is, since the first two don't match. Automatically, it's going to give us a 1-up. Ooh, the match 2 game again. Let's give it another shot. I don't remember too much. I remember this is 10 coins, and that's about it. That's a star. That's a flower. Didn't we see the other flower? Yeah, there it was. Okay, we got another flower. 10 coins. I know there's one here. There's 2 of each pair, generally. So, like, there's the 2 mushrooms here, but there's going to be another 2 mushrooms somewhere within here. And there's no, like, outlier like there are in some Match 2 games. Like, oh, this is the bad card, and if you get that, you lose everything. On to level 2. And a nice touch about the overworld in World 3 is that, depending on whether you go into the level, if it's above water or below water, that actually determines what the level is going to entail. Like, the last level was completely underwater, and this one isn't. Kind of reminds me of the bridge levels in Mario Bros. 1, where we have Cheep Cheeps jumping up at us. They can be annoying, of course. They're Cheep Cheeps. But we do have these moving platforms which we can just rely on for the most part. The Fire Flower is kind of useful in this world, where we just have Cheep Cheeps. Oh, and I missed the jump onto the pipe. How did I do that? Oh man, I really just screwed it up at the end there. I did so well, too. And we got a star. Now, even though getting 3 of any of those is pretty good, getting 3 of specifically a star with a bonus chance is the best you can get. I believe that's 5 lives right there. We got another box here. And we got another frog suit. I was going to explain this in the last part, because we did get one then. I'm not going to use it this level, but the frog suit essentially just gives us really, really good swimming controls. I'll use it in the castle up ahead. But first we have another kind of flooded level, and this introduces Big Bertha, who just kind of swims underneath and can one-shot us. Anytime we get eaten by Big Bertha, which Big Bertha will attempt to do at many points, we die, no matter what power-up we have. A lot of people choose to use flight power-ups in these levels so you can just avoid the water, because it does go up and down. Oh man. Eesh. Okay, we're good. And I went through the platform and Big Bertha got me. Okay. I mean, it was about to spin, so I wasn't gonna do too good anyway. But I'm gonna choose not to use the P-Wing just yet. In fact, I might save the P-Wing for much later on. Now, at the start of this level, when we got that music note to hit, it was a fire flower, which we couldn't grab, but if it's a mushroom, it'll float along that area and you can potentially grab it, but it can still be really challenging to get. Uh-oh. Whew. Alright, wait for it to spin. Now go. Oh, okay. And that's the end of level 3, I believe? I missed. We got a flower. Okay, so we're already guaranteeing we're not going to get a match. Let's hope we can do it by the end of this playthrough. But as I said, let's go ahead and use one of our frog suits on this castle here. Even though we can clearly see in the overworld, this is an on-land castle, so it's not going to be the best thing to use. On land, the frog suit isn't great. You're constantly jumping, so you can't actually get any momentum at all. Over here we have a bunch of doors. I believe it's the 6th door we want to go in. So that was 3 I passed by. Oh, I lost the frog suit. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, there we go. And here we have another Boom Boom. Do you get wings yet? No, I guess not yet, huh? Eventually, at some point, Boom Boom will grow wings and he'll be able to do some other stuff in his fight. And by that I mean just kind of fly along. Doesn't really change much, but, you know, at least it's a different kind of fight. And that whole water-land mechanic in the overworld really comes into play with the Hammer Bros. As you can see, he was on land, which would have made the fight a lot easier, but since he's on water, as you can see, it's going to be kind of difficult to jump into the bricks underneath them when we're swimming. Like so. Let's go ahead and do World 4, which is a land level. In fact, this hardly looks anything like an underwater level. There's a pool right over there. That's how this qualifies as a level in World 3. This is also where piranha plants got their more iconic design of being red with white spots. Oh, looks like we gotta make a big jump here. Oh, I got hit by the Goomba. This is another new mechanic on slopes. If you hit down, you'll slide through, kill enemies in your way, and get a lot of momentum. So it's useful. Ooh, I want that. Oh, I went the wrong way. And I died! Man, the mushrooms in this game don't like me. Oh, and the Hammer Bros in the way again. Well, if we use a fire flower, then we can shoot fire, and they shouldn't be too hard. Just go down to the bottom level, dude. Go down to the bottom level. Bottom level. Come on. That's the middle level. Come on, go to the bottom level. There you go, okay. And our reward is a hammer, which we actually did use last world, so we might as well take it here. And luckily here, since we're already big, this will be a better power-up and it won't run away from us if we don't get hit along the way of getting it. I got hit. Ah! And a tiny Goomba hit me, which those don't actually hurt us, but they do kind of gimp our jump and our momentum, so they're more annoying than they are dangerous. Oh, and hey, it's Lakitu with his spinies. Oh, and I got hit by him. Can we actually still jump on him? Oh, well, I won't find out, but Lakitu is returning. A lot of the enemies from Mario 1 are returning. In fact, are there any enemies in that game which don't return here? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's use our frog suit and head to level 5 here. We do get the choice, so I might as well, you know, make advantage of our better swimming. Even though the frog suit's terrible on land, as you can see in water, we have much more control over our movements. We're able to go any way we want, we're able to swim faster, and I got hit. Oops. But at least we made it pretty far into the level. Like, again, like I said, Mario 3 levels are not very long. These jellyfish enemies just kind of stand there and zap. You don't want to touch them. I almost did just then, as I was explaining not touching them. Okay, pretty easy level. So apparently, level 5 is the way to go over level 4 in this world. And onto the second screen, which as you can see, there's a rock blocking our path here. We might as well use the hammer, and it takes us to a boat. What is this, Final Fantasy? But we can just swim along the water here and go to this nice haven over here with a bunch of mushroom houses where we can get power-ups and a bunch of spades where we can attempt to do the live getting game, even though I don't do that much because I usually don't have very good luck with it. Next mushroom house. Last one we got a raccoon leaf. Now we get a fire flower. Okay. I don't think I explained these platforms earlier. These ones down here, they shake as you get on them, and eventually they'll go away. And these platforms, of course, flip you off. I was thrown off by my saying, these platforms flip you off. That doesn't sound right at all. Oh, and these bridges, these mechanical bridges here, they change whether they're up or down every single turn. And every turn, when I say that, I mean whether you beat a level or die in a level. That's a turn. So, when they're up, you can go ahead and get a power-up in here, which we got the leaf, which is nice. Luckily, going in the mushroom house doesn't count as a turn, so we're not trapped there. That could have easily been some sort of issue they had in development, not thought of that. Flip, and jump, okay. Oh my. I mean, hey, I'll take the money, I suppose, but I almost died getting it. We're close to getting a 1-up off of coins. We're 1 coin away, huh? Okay. As you can see, they don't immediately just drop you into a bottomless pit. You can still recover from being hit by them. It's a bit of a chance, though. Hey, it's the Match 2 game. Let's give it another go. What is this one? 1-up. Isn't that this one? Yeah, okay. I think there's only one 1-up icon in this. I guess since 1-up is, like, the best thing you could possibly get. But we cleared out the board. We're successful. We get all the things we had, and now... next time we come back to that, it's going to be refreshed. And, I believe we don't need to actually beat that castle there. We can just go down here using the bridge, attempt to beat this level here, which I don't remember exactly what this one is. Oh, there's another one with Big Bertha? That's not good. Oh, and I died to the Koopa Shell, but at least I killed Big Bertha with me. Big Bertha, despite being a bit of a threat, still goes down to just any shell or fireflower flame. Oh no, the mushroom.
Talking about hard times. You know those hard...
Hey, we got a 1-up. Here's a new enemy, Spike, and Spike killed me. He's playable in Mario Party 10, I believe. I'm gonna... you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use the Power Wing here to fly past this entire level. And the reason I want to do this is that the bottom path over there with the fortress, that's just so that if in case you get a game over, you know, you'll go through the pipe and the door's there, so they'll ignore a lot of levels. It's very useful, don't get me wrong. But going over here is definitely the short way to go. You don't have to do level 7 or the castle. And either way you go, you have to do levels 8 and 9. So we might as well just head straight to 8 and 9, right? Oh man, Mario, when he's running with the P-Wing, is so ridiculous. And once we do use the P-Wing on a level, it becomes just a regular raccoon leaf. You know, something people have always questioned is, how come these blocks here have shadows on the sky? And why is the sky orange in the first place? But more importantly, why do they have shadows on the sky? That's because it's pretty much confirmed, I believe, that this game is taking place in a play, which is why in the beginning cutscene, or the opening game on the title screen, there's curtains that come by, and hey, it's Bob-ombs! But yeah, this game's just a play, which kind of takes away from it being like the big next Mario adventure and the return of Bowser and all that. But, you know, you can look at it whichever way you like, it doesn't really matter. It's an NES game, who's really caring about the story at this point, unless it's like Final Fantasy II or something. I mean, in Final Fantasy II, the story is about the only thing you can care about in that game. Oh, and I think that's a new thing where a pipe, instead of just sending you to a next screen, it'll actually transition the screen down and you'll watch as you go down it. And that certainly becomes an aspect in World 7, which is all just pipe-themed, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And that's another level beat. And through this pipe here. You can generally tell which pipe is the right way to go based on whether or not you come out, or which way you come out. And for some reason there's a bridge over there, I don't know why. I think this area is kind of based off Japan, if you look at the shape of it and, you know, how it is placed in position to the rest of the islands. But the king here has been transformed into what looks to be a Spike, like similar to that kind of enemy. Of course, we got a new other airship for him. Each airship does have some new elements to it. I mean, granted, the last one, I believe it was the last one that introduced Monty Moles for the first time. What does this one do exactly? There we are. Ducking is much more useful in this game. Oh, and yes, it introduces both this platform, which moves as we jump on it, as well as the flamethrowers, which come out of kind of bullet bill cannons that we just need to avoid. I don't like those platforms you have to jump on constantly to get moving. Luckily, they're not nearly as required here as they are in one of the later castles. I believe it's like World 5 or 6 or something, where we have to use it for most of the airship. And in here we have Wendy Koopa, who, in addition to shooting the wand at us, she also shoots these lifesavers around the room. In fact, actually, she might not shoot the wand at all, she just shoots the lifesavers. Alright. Well, she's not too much of an issue. And with that, we have beaten this level. Good job, Mario, you got the wand and everything. It's a good thing Mario's immune to fall damage, because he falls a long way from that airship. And this guy just looks like Mario, doesn't he? He's got the nose and mustache and everything. And here's a letter from the princess. The white block contains magic powers that will enable you to defeat your enemies. Actually, what is that referring to?